Hi, loving greetings to you, and welcome to this channel. If you're here for the very first time, then I extend a special welcome to you. You're going to find that we're very different here. The Marriage Foundation, we have our own teachings. They're not based on Western psychological thinking. It's not based on religious thinking, but very spiritual. It's based on discoveries that I made when I became a marriage saver, you might say. I used to be a divorce mediator back in the early 2000s, and a couple asked me to help them save their marriage instead of take it apart for them. And so I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And when I spoke to my psychologist friends, the ones who sent me all the business, they said, well, just listen to them, see what they have to say, see if you could help them work through their problems. It didn't resonate. Didn't work out for me like that, because there was something in the back of my mind saying, no, this isn't the way to really help a marriage. And so I thought about it, I prayed, I meditated, and then it came to me that there is a question I should ask, and that is, why do we get married in the first place? Why get married? And it became clear that I didn't know the answer. And I asked everybody I bumped into, and I would say, you know, why do you get married? And everyone said, oh, I fell in love. And I, no, but why did you get married? You don't have to get married just because you fall in love. Oh, well, I wanted that commitment. I wanted to have children. I wanted a family, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, really good answers, all of them. But it wasn't universal. And so again, I prayed and I meditated, and the answer came to me, and it was embarrassingly simple. You know, we don't think it through. We're not taught about marriage in our lives. We learn about marriage from sitcoms and movies and articles, and it's all wrong because it's worldly. Not that there's something wrong with worldly, but it doesn't match up with marriage, because marriage is beyond worldly. Well, we get married for very spiritual reasons. We want to be happy. That's spiritual. It's not emotional. People don't understand the mind. I had to learn about the mind too. And we want to experience unconditional love, don't we? And I thought, wow, that's really cool. And so I developed kind of a process to meet with my couple, and then it started to grow, it started to evolve. I realized, because the man, I'll call him John, came back a few weeks later, what I did initially was I said, okay, what'll make you happy, what'll make you unhappy? And it's really a binary choice, choose wisely. And we talked about it, and yeah, that's cool. And then John came back and he said, you know, it's not working because although I know what I should do, I'm still getting angry, I'm still getting frustrated, I'm still getting upset at things, I'm still going back to my old habits. And so I thought, wow, that's so true. And this time when I meditated, I was very specific. I said, Lord, I don't know what to do with this. And not only did I get the answer, but it opened up a whole new world, and I realized this is powerful stuff, what I'm discovering. And what I discovered was we as human beings who have free will have to master our mind. Well, who's ever told you that before? We're told, oh, learn to behave, oh, you have to do this, you can't do that. But we're not taught about mastering our mind. And when you get into it, you realize you can master your mind because you have free will. Your mind does not have free will. You are a soul. You, the soul, have the ability to completely control the mind. And here's the problem. Here's the other side of that coin. Or the mind, with its habits, emotions, and instincts, they're going to control your life. And I don't know how to say this exactly, but what also came to me was a technique. And it's called the SO technique, and we use that. We have books, and we've got courses, and we've got a lot of free material. Everything is affordable. We're nonprofit. And so it changed everything. And I stopped divorcing people. I wouldn't do it anymore because I realized almost nobody needs to get a divorce. Among the many ideas that are wrong about marriage is this idea of compatibility. And so this topic is what to do when you have nothing in common with your spouse. Well, I want you to really think about this. Go back to when you first met your soulmate. We're going to call your spouse your soulmate. When you first met them, what if they got in a car accident and went into a coma? You would be by their bedside till the day they died. You wouldn't care that you didn't both like hockey or you didn't like the same political party. It wouldn't matter. Why? Because you recognize them as your soulmate, and that ideal transcends our mundane lives. It means that we operate in our marriage too on this plane of love that is not supposed to be affected by our little squirrely, weird desires and inclinations. Who cares if you prefer to see a dance movie over an action movie? Who cares? You can sit through the wrong movie when you love your spouse. You're just not impacted. So this whole idea of compatibility in order to have a successful marriage is complete BS. It's not necessary. Does it help? No, it doesn't matter. Because where you want to be compatible is where you're cultivating your love and devotion towards each other, building bridges on that higher plane, regardless of your petty, I'm going to call them petty, because compared to love, all the desires that you and your soulmate have are irrelevant. They're going to die when you guys die, but the love you have will not. So what do you do when you have nothing in common with your spouse? You reevaluate what the heck you're doing and how you're blocking your heart and not gaining from your marriage what you're supposed to. You know, I call it the eclipse effect. You know how if you're out and the sun is bright and you put up your hand and you can block the entire sun with your hand. Think how big that sun is. Think how little your hand is. And we let these little ideas eclipse the love, eclipse the connection. And we have control over what ideas we want to have and not have. And we're supposed to train our minds so that they are in tune with ourselves, which is the soul, and not the other way around. So that's what you do. You need to learn more about marriage. Subscribe to the channel. You're going to learn so much here. We have a lot of offerings. Go to our website, see what's free, see what's affordable, and learn about marriage. Because as human beings, the one compatibility that we have, for sure, is the desire for happiness and love. That's not going away. Emphasize that within your marriage. Live your marriage on that higher plane, you see. And then you have it all. You have it all. Look, if you're a normal couple, you're a man and a woman, where's the compatibility in that? You see? So different, right from the get-go. So that is the answer. Hopefully you like this video. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. Hopefully, if you have a question and you want to go a little deeper, go to our website. We have a section called Ask a Counselor. We prefer not to use this medium to answer questions. Occasionally I'll answer a question, but mostly it's just to disseminate the knowledge. So like the video, leave a positive comment if you will, and visit again. God bless you, and take care. Thank you.